and we have a lot of farmers around here raising corn and beans. I am a former teacher. I taught at a middle school, grades 6, 7, 8, and 9, 11 to 14, and I taught French. And after I retired, I came to Pontiac, Illinois to help my father work in a museum. And that's what I do now.
Oh, you're a teacher. That's great. Oh, today
That's right.
Yeah, we are talking about how to learn new language. And David is here to tell us about his experience. I think we will learn a lot from him. Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I have some question for you. Do you like learning language?
Very good.
Do you like learning language? And how many language have you learned? And what are they?
I learned, first of all, English because I am a native English speaker. Then I studied French, and I continued that in high school and college. And I had the opportunity to travel in Europe and also to travel in Canada, where French is an official language. And then I also picked up quite a bit of Spanish because I grew up in Chicago, and there are many Spanish speakers in Chicago, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, and so forth. So I learned Spanish from television and radio, and also I traveled in Spain.
Oh, so impressive!
And I also worked in Switzerland for a summer in a hotel.
Yeah, I agree. Learning a new language is like learning about the new culture, and I always take a keen interest in various cultures around the world.
Yes, it is. It's very exciting.
Anyone have some? Does anyone have question for David? Please raise your hand.
I hope so.
Yeah, let me check. Phùng Hunu, please. Trần Minh Giang. Trần Giang Minh.
Do you have any difficulty when you come across learning a new language?
I didn't quite understand that question. It was garbled a little bit.
Giang ơi, again, Giang ơi. Sorry, Giang Minh, again.
What difficulty do you come across when learning a new language?
What do I come across?
Yeah, a difficulty.
When I learn a new language?
Trouble you?
I make a lot of new friends. I love to travel, and so that always helps me when I'm traveling. I get to know a country a lot better because I can talk to the people as I travel, as I did in Switzerland, and as I did in Canada, and in France, and in Belgium.
What difficulties did you have?
I had difficulty because sometimes the language you learn in class is not the same as the language that's spoken on the street. And so that is another kind of learning that that you have.
Yeah. This ability to speak a foreign language fluently can open the door to many more opportunity. Yeah.
It certainly does for travel, for jobs, for employment, and
Yeah.
for pleasure.
It's good. And David, why do you learn more than one language? Is learning enough? Is learning in English enough?
For me, no. I've always been fascinated by foreign languages. I was good at it. And I found out that the more languages I learn, the easier the next ones are. So after I learned Spanish, or rather after I learned French, Spanish was very, very easy to understand. And I also would like to learn Italian and Portuguese, which are other languages related to French and to ancient Latin. Okay.
Yeah, we all know that learning a second language or here English brings a lot of benefits. In my opinion, English will help me a lot in my study and work in the future. And it makes me more confident and more creative. And what do you think about the benefits of learning a new language? What is your point of view?
What is the benefit?
Yeah.
You can understand things that other people don't. And there's a certain pride in that, a pride in the skill that you've developed. And also it's a chance to meet good-looking girls.
Okay. It's great. Do you think English is difficult to learn?
Pardon me?
Yeah. I know Vietnamese students are very good at grammar, but they are bad at communicating. Yeah. And do you have any good tips or maybe some advice or method?
I would say just try not to be perfect. You're going to make a lot of mistakes, and that is necessary in order for you to learn. If we think of a little baby and how they learn, they make a lot of mistakes, but they are gently corrected and they go ahead and learn. And no matter where the child is in the world, in Africa, in Asia, in North or South America, the babies learn the language where they're from. It's an amazing, amazing thing. It's an amazing gift, and it's the greatest invention, in my opinion, that humankind has ever made, to be able to communicate through language.
Oh, thanks for sharing those wonderful experience. I think they will be very helpful to me and all my classmates. And anyone?
What I am concerned about is that languages are dying. They are dying very quickly all over the world. And in the future, we may only have 100 or 200 languages. Right now, we have anywhere from 3,000 to 6,000 languages. So, like in the United States, we have many American Indian languages that have died. And some, is very sad, only 1 or 2 people in the Indian tribe speak that language. And so they are trying to teach it in the schools so that it doesn't die. because if children do not learn a language, that language will die.
Yeah. Oh. I will pick someone. You have to talk. I pick randomly. Bùi Hoàng Vinh. Yeah. You have some question for the David or some your experience? Yeah.
Hi, David.
Hello.
Yes.
There you are.
What is the most experience with your foreign languages?
What are the most? I didn't get the next word. The most
biggest mistake with your new languages?
Well, I would say with English, it's probably the most common mistakes are pronunciation and intonation. English is very difficult in, it doesn't always sound the way it looks. French is like that as well. French has a lot of silent letters and is, I would say, you know, keep plugging away, keep trying, and don't give up, because you will make it and you will have a very powerful skill that you have developed.
Yes, thank you.
I hope that answers your question.
Yes.
And one girl and one girl. Phùng Hu Nu nào. Please turn on microphone. No.
Ảnh Mai.
This is my name, ESTES, on my coffee cup.
David.
Hello.
Hi. And
hi.
This is second time I met him.
Second time?
Yes.
Very good.
In the previous semester, I also met him. Similar change.
I'm sorry, there's a lot of noise coming from the microphone. It makes it difficult to understand.
Okay.
I have a lot of difficulty in English listening. So the listening part is my test is very bad. I can listen to the whole dialogue. I want to ask you, when someone speaks English with a local accent to me, how I can hear it, and how is the pronunciation of younger people different from that older people?
You are speaking English very well, but there is a lot of loud noise coming from a microphone, and it prevents me from understanding the question.
Maya, check your microphone. I think you are putting the microphone somewhere that it creates some kind of background noise. But her question here maybe let me help you clarify it. She wanted to ask how she can improve her listening skills, right? And also she can notice some differences between the voice of the youngsters and the elderly when speaking English. Is that what you mean, Mai?
Dạ.
I'm trying to clarify your questions for David. Did you mention the speaking voice, the voice between the elderly, the young, and the old people, huh? So you want to know the differences, or what?
Kiểu là I heard I hear and understand the pronunciation of younger people faster than older people, and I want to ask you là is the pronunciation of younger people different from that of older people?
Okay.
The microphone is still a problem.
She finds it easier to understand what younger people say rather than what the elderly say. Is that because of the way that English is pronounced by these two groups are different, or what might be the cause there, the reason for that?
Well, I have a hard time understanding young American people as well sometimes. They do speak a different language. My nephew, who's 14, and my niece, who's 17, speak a different language than I speak. And I probably speak a different language than my parents spoke. But, you know, that's the best answer I can give.
So what you can do is to listen to a lot of English spoken by different groups of people, so that you can be like ready to you know, understand whatever you can hear. So the more you listen to,
You know, one thing that I found in French anyway, is I watch a film, a commercial movie film in French, and then it has English subtitles. So I know what they're saying, and I also hear in French what they are saying. And sometimes I pick up vocabulary that way, and also pronunciation that way. So that might be something that you could try doing. I don't know if you have American movies there, but you may have on television, and maybe with Vietnamese subtitles. And that would be an excellent way, I think, to pick up on listening skills.
Let's thank Mr. David.
Okay. Thanks for the question.
Thanks, David. Yeah, if someone asks me the most effective way to learn, I could answer that the most effective way to learn language is to practice more with native speakers. Yeah. And by doing this, you can improve both listening and speaking skill, and you will be fluent in this language. And besides, I also do general readings in my spare time and keep a journal in English.
Yes.
Simple.
Actually, I think the best way to learn a foreign language is for a guy to get a girlfriend who speaks another language, or if she's a girl, to get a guy who speaks another language. And it's very pleasant. And it's a lot of fun.
Can you share the ways to have a girlfriend or boyfriend speaking different languages?
Boy, frankly, I only really had one girlfriend. She was the love of my life. And I was with her for 4 years. And we later married. And unfortunately, she died. So I still remember that. But that was in Switzerland, where I met an American girl in Switzerland, and I fell in love.
Sorry to hear about the loss of your beloved one. All right, now any more questions for David? Now you can either talk about the topic of this week, or you can ask some other questions as well. Vũ Đức Duy, please.
Hello, David.
Hello.
So I have a question for you. Let me see. Do you want to learn more language?
I would like to learn some more languages, ones that are close to the ones I know already, like Italian and Portuguese. I would find it impossible to learn Vietnamese because it is so different. And I imagine that English is a challenge for you as well, because English is so different from Vietnamese language. But my congratulations to you for studying it and staying with it for several years. In the United States, we start foreign languages way too late. We generally start at age 13 and 14. I started when I was 12, but that's too late. Children should start a language from birth, or at least age 5 and 6, as your teacher's son is doing, and is getting very good in English, because languages come natural and easy for young students. And once you become an adult, like you're 25 or 30, it's not easy to learn a language. So you are smart to begin a language learning early.
Thanks for your answers.
Thanks for your question. Hey, what is that on the wall behind you?
Oh, it's a bag.
What is that?
It's a bag. My mom hang it out in wall.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. School bag. All right.
Đăng Minh.
Tuyên, Nguyễn Văn Tuyên.
Trần Đăng Minh.
Good morning, David.
Good morning.
I have one question for you.
Good.
It is easier to learn that language if you go to a certain country. Should I go to that country and live for a while to learn the language?
I hear a dog somewhere barking. I didn't quite get that. Is it easier to learn another language? And I didn't understand after that.
Can you try asking the question again?
Yes. I don't understand you speak.
Can I question again? Repeat your question.
Yes. I know. It's easier to learn that language if you go to a certain country. Should I go to that country and live for a while to learn the language?
Yes, this is the most effective way to learn a language is by traveling in that country. You will hear many different types of English, for example, if you travel in the United States. There is a New York accent, there is a Boston accent, there is a Southern accent, there's a Midwest accent, there is a West Coast California accent. They're all different. And this is one of the interesting things. Even in countries as small as France, there are many different types of accents that you are introduced to, and you eventually will get to understand them. The only problem I've had in traveling in French Canada is that some of the older people in Quebec and Montreal speak a French that is about 400 years old, from the original colonists who came over to Canada. So I find that impossible to understand those older people, but everyone else, no problem.
Yes, it's great.
Okay,
Thank you, David.
thanks for the question.
And the last question, Giang Minh.
David.
Hello, I don't see you. Where are you?
I'm here. Let me turn on my camera. Yeah. Okay, so how long does it take for a person to master language?
Say again. How long?
How long does it take for a person to master a language?
That is it depends on what your native language is and what the language you're learning is. You shouldn't expect to be able to speak a language without traveling in another country. It would take several years to accomplish. It's not something that comes overnight. And sometimes American students don't like that because they like to learn things fast and they don't want to put in the time and the effort, but that is necessary in order to learn.
Thank you.
That's a good question.
That's a very,
Thank you.
very accurate answer. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Nguyen, over to you. Maybe we should summarize what we have just talked about and say thank you to David. Okay, before, saying goodbye. Okay.
I'm glad to see that your power has come back.
Thank you for your coming to the meeting today.
I know we were scheduled to speak about a week ago, and all of a sudden I heard there's a blackout. And you know that apparently doesn't happen just in Vietnam, because we have blackouts every once in a while too. In fact, California has a lot of them, and that's becoming a problem because of their the energy.
It happens here whenever, you know, there's a kind of storm or like heavy rain. So
yes,
there's a blackout here.
But same for us.
Yeah, but not in the big cities. but in some small villages like my hometown, and that happens quite a lot, and especially during summer.
Yes.
Right.
Well, and I want to thank you also for the conference that it looked like you were leading. I don't know if you led the conference or not, but that sounded like a very interesting conference. And I think it was all in Vietnamese, was it not? It was not in English, probably. Although you were, bless you. Anyway, congratulations on that.
Yeah, we would like to express our gratitude to you.
And I to you as well for your English competence and your ability to keep trying. Never give up, because the prize is a very big one, to know a second language. So, are we saying goodbye?
Yes.
Everyone is goodbye.
Thank you so much, everyone. Could you please, you can turn on the microphone and say thank you and goodbye to David.
Turn on microphone.
Yeah, and camera if possible. It would be great if we can take a group photo now.
That would be nice. A group photo,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, please. Great. Now, please turn on your camera if possible. If the internet is strong enough and your camera is still working, then please do so. Just 1 or 2 minutes so that we can take a group photo now. Thank you. Now, everyone, please. You see, I've been coughing, so please don't make me talk too much. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm taking a photo.
Okay.
Now, what about the others?
Are we ready?
1, 2, 3. Cheese. Nice. All right, I would send you. Oh, okay, one more. Okay, with the flag, David. All right. So I got it. Thank you so much, David. I will send you the photos, and yeah, I can't thank you enough as usual. We really appreciate it. All right.
Thank you very much. Anytime, give me a call.
Yep. Good night.
No matter what the topic is. Good night.
Good night. Thanks. Alright, thank you everyone. Hôm sau chủ động một tí nhá, cứ để cho host nói nhiều quá cơ. Cứ phải tóm hết bọn nó đi chứ đừng nói anyone, cứ hỏi cha chung không ai khóc mà. Thấy rồi đấy, hỏi chung chung không có thằng nào giơ tay đâu nhá. Ok. Nào, hôm nay các bạn chịu khó làm bài cho cô nhá. Giờ cô sẽ gửi link class kick, chịu khó làm bài rồi. Hy vọng tuần sau cô ổn hơn chứ cái họng cô nếu tiếp tục nói là cô không thể khỏi được ha. Ok. Ngoài bác David, hôm nay nhà mình có khách mời đúng không? Có bạn nào mới hình như không trong danh sách hay sao ấy. Right. But anyway, welcome. If you want some more opportunities to practice English, but for the others in our class, right? Please make full use of this chance. All right.